The game begins with one epo, and I respond with the Caro-Kann defense using one c6. After 2 d4, d5, white chooses the exchange variation by capturing on d5. I recapture with the c pawn, giving us a symmetrical pawn structure. One of the main ideas of the exchange Caro-Kann is that black gets a very solid position without any structural weaknesses. Since the pawn structure is completely symmetrical, the game often revolves around piece activity rather than pawn breaks. White develops the bishop to d3. I develop my knight to f6. White supports the center with c3, and I prepare a kingside fianchetto with g6. White develops knight to f3, and I play bishop to g7. After both sides castle, the opening is complete, and the position is roughly equal. White plays rook to e1, and I played knight to c6. So far, both of us are simply following opening principles, developing our pieces, controlling the center, and ensuring king safety before looking for active play. White plays bishop to f4, placing the bishop on an active diagonal, and I respond with bishop to g4, pinning the knight on f3. This is a common idea because it puts slight pressure on white's center. After knight b d2 and e6, my dark square bishop has done its job. White challenges the pin with s3, so I decide to exchange my bishop with his knight, and he recaptures with his knight. And I play knight to d7, trying to play e5 on the future. Then comes an interesting move, s4. The move immediately tells us white isn't just developing pieces. He's thinking about creating kingside pressure. Even though nothing tactical is happening yet, this pawn could support future attacking ideas. I have no idea what to do, and I just played rook to e8 here. He played g3, and I'm still curious. I strike in the center with e5. Whenever your opponent starts attacking on one wing, one of the best practical reactions is to challenge the center. And that's exactly what I was doing. White captures, I recapture with the d7 knight, and then we traded the knights. He played bishop f1, and I went for queen f6, still curious. Notice something important here. Instead of launching an immediate attack, the Grandmaster quietly improves its pieces. The bishop returns to g2, and every move increases coordination. This is something strong players do exceptionally well. They really rush. They improve every piece first, and only then they look for tactical opportunities. And here I played rook to d8, trying to protect the d5 pawn. But it is a complete blunder. And just look at my time. Why am I playing so fast? Why am I so nervous? And he now starts punishing my mistakes. White now plays bishop to g5, skewering my queen to the rook. I move the queen to d6, and then white captures my rook on d8, and I play rook takes bishop. At first glance, this looks scary, because losing a rook is never present. But I'm playing against a grandmaster here, so worst case scenario is just a loss. What's more important than material here is piece activity. White's pieces are becoming increasingly active, where my king is about to come under pressure. He played queen to e2, attacking my knight, and I protect it with knight to c4. He plays rook to d8 here, and I played queen to b6. Maybe queen to c6 was better, but I'm feeling so much pressure against a grandmaster. This is where the game reaches its second critical moment. He plays bishop takes d5, and I thought it was just a pawn. And I also took a pawn on b2 with knight takes b2, also attacking the d1 rook. During the game, this looked completely logical to me. I thought I'm not losing immediately, but my grandmaster opponent finds the brilliant bishop sacrifice. Bishop takes f7 check, and I was totally shocked and realized I'm completely losing now. I played king takes f7, and then he ended the game like this. Queen e7 check, king to g8, rook takes d8 check, queen takes d8, queen takes d8 check, bishop f8, rook to e8, king to g7, rook takes on f8, king to s6, rook f7, knight to d3, and queen to g5 checkmate.